I'm not recording it. So this is architecture of Hadoop 1, and then the Hadoop 2 was introduced. Hadoop 2 was introduced with the yarn. Okay, and let's see. So this installation of Ubuntu operating system on VM is done. I'll just restart. So we'll cover yarn and come back to the installation. So it will take some installation will take some 20 to 30 minutes. So before that, we'll just have some quick. Um, let me start. Just a minute. All right. So when it so how the so to replace or maybe to overcome the problem of job trackers overhead or outage, so they introduced a resource manager called a yarn. Okay, so here they splitted the processes, right? So there is a process called resource manager. Okay, and then there's a process called node manager. Okay, and then so there's a resource manager and there is a node manager. This resource manager is a master process for the overall cluster. Master process for overall cluster. Okay, so internally it has schedulers, right? So it has there are other internal process schedulers. Okay, so and if you look at the node manager, this node manager is the master process for individual nodes. It's not for the entire cluster. Master node for individual node. Individual. That means every node. Say example, if I have uh, um, if I have a cluster. So if you have a cluster with say five or whatever, let's see how many. So if you have a cluster with the 6 nodes, okay. So if I'm using for computation, right? So if I'm using these 2 nodes for only the master node, master process configuration, I will use the remaining 4 nodes for the storage and computation. So node manager will be configured on these 4 nodes. So basically, a node manager is the master process for where your computation is happening. So for all uh, this will be configured with the resource manager, and these nodes will be configured with the node manager. So each node will have a node manager. Okay, and then there is other few process. Okay, when you just install and where there is a command we saw, right, JPS, which actually shows the process which is running on a Java process running on thread. So when you do JPS, you will see this resource manager process and the node manager process. That's basically a kind of process which is running. Internally, there are other processes. Okay, so example, there will be a application master. Okay, and then you will have container. Okay, this application master will be for every application you create in the every job. When I say application, so every job, right? For every job, you will have application master. Okay, so whenever you submit a job, it being a MapReduce job, or if you submit your, say example, if you are running Spark over Yarn, then for every Spark application there will be a application master. Then you will have a container. Okay, so basically it will be a container. So you can actually in container is the one which does the actual execution. Okay, so when we discussed about MapReduce one, there's a task tracker which done runs your task, right? If for MapReduce job, it is a map task and reduce task. When we go to Spark, in Spark also we have a task. So those tasks will be running on task tracker in the MapReduce 1 version. The MapReduce 2, when we use Yarn, the content is the one which does the actual execution of task, being a map task or reduce task. So this is more of this process will get for every application whenever you start, and will destroy once the application is completed. But these two processes are long running process. Okay, now I will tell you what is the role of this resource manager and node manager. So whenever as a job client, okay, so you will have a Yarn client which is used to submit your job to the resource manager. Okay, there is a command uh, on which you can actually submit. If you want to run it from command line, the job, there is a command line utility called Yarn client. You submit a job. So the resource manager takes your job, and so it actually gives the look at the job. If it is a MapReduce job, it actually it's going to spawn actually is going to allocate the resource. Say example, how the resources will be allocated, I will go when we discuss about MapReduce. Basically, if you have a say file has three blocks, for three blocks you will have a three map task. Okay, so three map task, what is the resource needed, it will actually schedule actually allocate the resource for those three map tasks, and it will allocate the resource and schedule the job. Okay, uh, but this see, to run the task you need a containers. So because container is the one which actually, I told you, container is the one which does the execution, but the resource manager will not launch the containers. Okay, it just, okay, this many containers needed, this many tasks need to be run, and these are the resource to launch a containers. It just instructs the and schedules the information to the node manager. Okay, because this is a master process. Okay, so it just instruct the information. Then now it and also it instructs where based on data, where the data is located on your cluster, it will go to that instruction goes to the respective node manager of the node, and this node manager's job is to get that resource information from the resource manager and launch the containers for your application. So first container will be launched for application master. Okay, there, so this application master is one process, but this also will be running under one container. Okay, so what it does, so this node manager is responsibility to launch your containers. Okay, so first it will launch one container for master process, the application master. Now this application, now as I said, node manager is for your master process for this particular node, and this application master is responsible for respective application. So now this application master takes the control of maintaining this particular application. Say example, I submit job one. Okay, I just won't say use the yarn client. I think yarn job is the command, and then you provide your map reduce demo dot jar, and you provide the information and the input, the the class name, and then input everything. So you, once you submit this, so this is going to generate one job for you. Say example, the job name will be like So if you look at the yarn dashboard, you have a web UI for monitoring your applications running on your yarn cluster. So it will be starting from application, just say, then particularly there will be some just number and followed by 001. Okay, so something like this. So you'll have application. So this application, uh, or when I say a job, right? This application is totally will be taken control by the application master. Okay. Now, now further execution of task. So it has to get the resources for the task from the resource manager and ask node manager to launch the containers for execution of your task, and it actually keeps track of your entire job life cycle, and once this is done it will just respond to the resource manager, the job is completed. Okay, so that's how the in the yarn architecture the applications are managed using a different process, Java process. Do you have any question?
Yeah, Puri, the yarn process runs on both. It is on the name node as well as master node.
Okay, so yes, a name node is the one master process for your storage for the SDFS, and resource
Okay.
manager is a master process for you can think of as a map reduce. For map reduce, you need a resource manager to be running on.
Yeah, but which system it runs? Does it run on
Most
name node
master
or
node,
data
master
node?
node. So
Master node only,
master
right?
node, correct.
Okay.
So okay, so
So and the
let
node manager process that runs on data node?
yes, correct, data node, correct. So let's
Okay.
put the cluster architecture so that it will be little clear. Thanks for the question. So I'll just consider these three are my master nodes. Okay. Just to support high availability, I'm going to configure multiple name node and multiple resource manager. So now I'll keep all these are data nodes. Okay. So this, this, this. So now, so this becomes my uh, name node 1 and resource manager 1. Okay, I will say this is going to be active. This will be flagged as active, and similarly I'll make this active, and then this will be name node 2, and this is on different node. Okay, so this will be standby. This is to support high availability. Okay, so and this is called master node. This is master node 1. Okay. Master node 1. This is master node 2. This is master node 3. And this is slave node. Slave node. Generally, they call it as data node, but data node is actually a process of uh, SDFS, but generally they call it as name node. So here you will be configured with the data node. Okay, data nodes will be configured here, and the node manager will be configured here. Yeah. So this will be configured for every data node. This is my slave. This is node 2. This is my node 3. It goes on. cluster. Okay, so this is how it will be configured. Any other question? Now we'll
And
go.
this master node should be always in standby, or it can be active also.
No,
I
that's
mean,
what. No, see, always one name node should be active. See,
okay,
because so you don't have any control to go and interact with these nodes or process.
web
We know,
nodes. Okay.
yeah. So we have only one point of contact for storage. If you want to create a file in SDFS, SDFS or delete a particular SDFS directory file, I my only point contact point is a name node, which is there in active. So basically, there is a configuration where you can go and specify your name node list of, if you have multiple name node, and whichever is for you, you actually, there will be a service name like name node service. You always actually interact with the name node service, and which will have a list of name nodes. So you will always have a contact to the name node for storage related operations. For computation, for running your job, you will have a only contact is resource manager, which is in active state. So remaining things for understanding, I'm telling you, but everything will be taken care by the framework.
Even
For us.
standby cannot be made active, right? I mean,
No,
as per my requirement.
no, it's basically it's not in our control.
Oh, okay, okay,
So that everything is controlled by the framework. So
okay,
you go and
okay,
say, okay, how many in how many nodes I want to configure the name node. You just go and say that. Similarly, in how
okay,
many nodes I want to configure resource manager, that will be configured. And if say example, I go to name node service and you specify these three machines IP address. So it will consider that these three should be configured with the name node, and it chooses one node as active. So if during the your say use for some days, and you found that one no, if the cluster the framework founds that yarn framework founds that one node is down, then so it knows the list, right? Three list of name nodes you specify to be used for name node. So it uses one, it makes one as out of one is gone, so out of two it will make another one as active, and it just cluster will not go down. So
thank you.
that's how the high availability is supported.
Okay, so it cannot be made like, I mean, in other databases like Oracle, one can be active,
Uh-huh.
but other one can be read only to support reporting and all, because I'm using three machines.
Uh-huh.
So always two
Here,
machines will be, yeah, okay,
okay. Here no, here only whichever is
okay,
the active name node, to that node only we can contact. Otherwise we cannot. The
okay,
standby one
okay,
we
okay,
cannot contact.
okay. And how it will be? You were telling it will be like periodic backup will be taken on
So there will be a
standby,
see,
right?
yeah. So name node has uh, there is a okay. So to maintain the uh, this metadata of your SDFS, right? There is a file called fs image and edits. I think fs edit or edits. Okay, so I think fs edit. I guess I'm not sure. Let's. Okay, these two files are holds the metadata. Okay, I will show you when you start doing
Okay.
that. Okay, these two files for name node, it maintains your metadata into these files. So what the secondary name node? Okay, secondary name node will be configured here. Okay, uh, I configure here.
Oh, okay.
So what it does is just to every 1 hour it goes and fix this file and keep it here. So it will just keep uh, having it here with the timestamp associated to that.
But it's on same machine, same master node one.
No, no, it will be different. It will be different.
Okay. The secondary name node will be different, right? But
Different
it
node.
will be in
Yes,
the.
correct. Correct, correct.
Okay. it will be in the standby probably, right?
It will be, see, a name, this will be like, we don't need
Oh,
to
okay.
control over this. Now, this will be only one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, this
So,
part I little difficult to understand.
okay. Okay.
So master node one,
Uh-huh.
it will have its own name node and resource manager,
Correct. Correct.
right? Yeah. So and secondary name node will be a separate machine, right? So how it
Yes,
is
separate.
different from master node two?
No, you see, what secondary node is, what is your question? What is the difference you're asking?
Yeah, yeah. What is the difference between secondary name node and master node two?
Master node, see, okay. Secondary name node is, its role is whichever is the active name node, that name node's
Okay.
uh, backup it
Corresponding.
takes.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
basically, you can think of as I have a three-person who's having a control. Basically, one will be so three name node. One is acting as a active master. So it has some instruction. So it always picks the keeps the instruction whoever is having the like kind of flag, right? So this master node will have a latest storage related metadata. So it will keeps that. Suppose this uh, master name node goes down, which is active. So this will become active. Now this will go and pick the latest metadata from this name node.
Okay. That also
How?
it will have its own secondary node, name
No,
node,
no, no, no.
master node two.
Only one secondary
Oh,
node.
okay, okay, okay. Name node secondary. But if that goes down, secondary name node.
Uh, that mostly okay, it's kind of choice, but yeah. So at
It
least
can be replicated
ye-
also. I
yes,
mean,
yes,
secondary
yeah,
name node also can be replicated or
yeah. Anyone have any questions? Else we'll focus on the installation part.
So, Pari, I have not done the solution. I'll do it after the session.
Sorry, okay. What do you want?
I'm saying I'm not done the solution right now. I'll do it after this session.
So okay, sure, sure, no problem. Okay, we'll go to the installation steps. Okay, so ask me later. Okay, I'll just change the resolution. So display. Just to for the I'll just keep it little less so that I will not have any scroll. This also a scroll. Is there anything 1024? Okay, so now open a terminal here. Okay, just you can find the this is our Linux machine, which is a Ubuntu is ready. Now we'll start installation. Okay, one way is just to do the log into the VM and do installation, right? So basically start doing. Other ways you can connect this VM from local and start like using a putty utility and then start working on the putty. Okay, you can do either way. Okay, so if you want to connect from local this VM, so I'll just find out the IP address if config. So I need to install this package net-tools, enter your password.
So, Pari, which one is faster, like connecting via putty or like doing it in the VM
Uh,
actually?
I think you can use putty, that will be faster.
And for connecting to putty, this VM should be up, right? Or should be
Yeah,
launched.
yes, you just have to make it start and up. Yes, correct. Okay, just use if config. So basically, IP address start the 10.02.15. So basically, this IP range it may not connect from here. Okay, I'll just go here, just try this 10.10.0.2.15. I'll just say open. So generally this IP range is not connecting. So we will you can actually generate IP range which is 192.168, which generally connects. So to generate that, okay, so what you need to do is you can actually uh, close this stop this VM, okay, and go to the settings and go to the network section. You see there's a enable network adapter. By default it will be NAT. You create just don't do any change to the adapter one. Go to the second adapter 2 tab and enable the adapter with the host only adapter. Okay, and just say okay. So you see here attached to host only adapter and host only Ethernet adapter. Just say okay. Now you go and start your VM. Okay, so you can use Control Alt T to open the terminal, and then I'll just type if config. Okay, so please just reconnect with the same link if disconnects. Okay, so now I see you see there's a new IP range which got generated 192.168 and 27.6. I'll connect with that. So it is 168.27.6. Let's change this. And you see you will get a connection refused. Basically, you need to enable the actually you need to install the SSH client and server on this machine. So basically, I'll just go sudo apt get and type install SSH, open SSH, open SSH hyphen server, and then open SSH hyphen client. So just install these two package. Client is already there, just install the server. So based on your internet bandwidth, it will take some time. So once this is done, then I can just go and minimize this. Now I should be able to connect from here. New. So it's alerting, yes. So now I'm able to connect now. Now I'll just go and type my password. Now I'm inside the VM now. So I should be able now, I can just work very bit faster than the working on VM. Okay, so now what I'll do is, so I prepared a set of commands, right? So I'll just walk you through the probably we'll just see how much we install today, and if something is pending, we will just go and explore tomorrow. So so let me know. So it will take another 50 minutes. So you want to start today and complete today, or you want to do off today or remaining of tomorrow. So how do you want to do that? I'm open for any option, means any suggestion.
Pari, let's do it tomorrow because we have to do the installation of the VM and all, right?
Yeah,
So that is also have to be done.
sure.
So
Okay.
once I guess, yeah, I'll do the installation of the softwares. Then we can do this the installation of Hadoop and the other stuff.
Okay, understood. Okay, sure. Yeah, sure. That's also fine. Okay, so so what we will do is probably you can go and first install the Oracle VirtualBox Manager, and then create you have to download that ISO file. I shared you in the chat. Probably I will also, please share your email IDs if you are not shared. I will send you the few details. Anyway, I shared in the chat group chat to where you can download it. Then once you install VirtualBox Oracle Manager, go and create a VM with the Ubuntu operating system and install the Ubuntu. So once you make it that ready and make it your VM up, so tomorrow we can start the installation of Hadoop. Is that works for everyone?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, then if you have any question, we can discuss, or we can wrap up the session. All right, then we'll see tomorrow. Okay, so thank you so much for joining. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day.